Matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now back to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now he'll try to run with this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Going right back to Knox and again a completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And the Bills at 12-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They find some open field here. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Allen going to change this at the line. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They run it again with Cook. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. No score after one on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Deep to return is KaVontae Turpin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the bit. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll escape to his right. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Waddle, the motion man right. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Hill going to go in motion right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling into a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone.
KaVontae Turpin on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know about coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen's throw is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Cook up the gut. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen off the play fake. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second and 11. His throw incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 37 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an improvement. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run it here. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain of 34 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running left, Achane. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And now here is another interception. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone...
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be gets through, and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
First down, Dolphins.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Miami.
In motion, the tight end. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 85 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Again, it's Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now receiver in motion left. And they'll run again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the right sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
On second down, here's Allen. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he's loose again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And got his man complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this.